All right, you guys. Happy Friday. I know it's not Halloween yet. You guys are probably confused. Why am I wearing this? The wife bought this for me yesterday. We're actually going to go to a Halloween party today at a friend's place. So I thought I'd dress up for you guys just to be goofy and funny. But yeah, I know it's not Halloween yet. Those of you who are dressing up, drop it in a comment. Let me know. Also, too, is today I want to talk about a couple of different things. Give you guys kind of an update. Kind of where my mentor journey is with John right now. This Friday will be a first week in what up called Funky Fresh Today. Funky Fresh Today. So it'll be a short live here, but I also want to get into a cold role play. So any one of you guys who think you're good on the phone or who needs some tips or advice on the phone with the seller, we're gonna get right into that in a moment. But I do, man, I look goofy. It's funny. But what up, you guys? Happy Friday. All dressed up. Yep, we're gonna go to a Halloween party. So I'm supposed to be an Asian nerd. Look nerdy enough to me. So for those of you who really think you're good on the phone, who need helps on the phone, I'm gonna call you, and what we're gonna do is maybe one or two of you guys, we're gonna do a quick, just a role play. See how you are on the phone, and I want everybody to know how important it is to be good on the phone, so that way you can lock these property up on a contract over the phone, negotiate, talk to seller, lock and deal up on a contract. You guys gotta understand, talking to seller is super crucial and just super important. And if you're not good and don't know how to talk on the phone, how to handle the phone call with the seller, you're gonna lose on deals left and right. Trust me, I've been through it. It took me 6 months to get my first deal because I did not know how to talk to seller. But before I get into that, I want to get you guys. So today is not a Friday do or no deal. I just want to jump on, share with you guys my Halloween outfit. Going to a Halloween party later today. I don't know if I'll be able to jump on Halloween, so thought I'd let you guys know that. Also, too, is I do want to give you guys a quick update on my mentor journey with John. Friday today is actually our 1 week in, and pretty much we got John everything all set up already. I told him that we want to get all the technical stuff out of the way. For those of you who wants to follow my mentoring journey, follow me on IG, follow me on Instagram. Go to @Khang.WTM. Okay, follow me on IG. I'll keep you guys. Urkel, yeah, Asian Urkel. So I'll give you guys kind of a, on Instagram, I'll post a little bit more, kind of on maybe a couple days or so. I'll give you guys an update, a post on it, but follow me on IG. I told John, my first student, you guys, I'm just super excited for this journey. And I just want to know how quick can I take somebody from knowing nothing about real estate? John doesn't know anything about real estate. He just started watching my video just a couple months ago, and I felt like that our stories kind of related. He felt like we can connect. So he doesn't know much about real estate, which I really like. So he's like a blank piece of paper where I can pour all of my knowledge, show him everything I got, and not have it to be a conflict of him saying, well, I thought this was real, or I thought this was true, but Khang's teaching me this. You know what I mean? So he doesn't know anything, and I'm excited for this journey is because obviously 6 years ago, I never thought that I would actually become a mentor, and never even thought that I would get to this level of in real estate wholesaling. So it's nice to see how fast can I take somebody from knowing nothing to actually closing their first deal in wholesaling. So I'm just super excited for that journey. If you guys want to follow my mentoring journey, follow John. Go to follow me on IG at Khang, KHANG Also, too, is that I want to give those of you, any realtor in the area of New Jersey, that is where we're going to wholesale. So that's where John is, and that's where he's from New York, but we're going to wholesale in New Jersey. So any realtor in New Jersey, I'm going to give you guys an email to link up with John if you guys want to work, and if you guys want to work together. So go to, he picked out his company name already. It's Blue Max by Blue Max Home Buyers with an S at gmail.com. Boom. So email John. He doesn't know that I'm doing this. And a lot of times I don't do this because I want to push John to his limit. I want him to go ahead and push him to do anything on himself. So John doesn't even know that I do this. So anybody from New Jersey, email John at BlueMaxHomebuyer at gmail. Want to link up, want to work together, and let's dominate that area. So anyways, you guys, let's get right into it. Give you guys some shout out. My Bruce Empire, what up? Royal, what up? Francisco, James Pierce, Jones. If I can't pronounce your first name, I'll pronounce your last name, or either way. Leroy, what up? Kenya, Natasha, Wealthy Driver, what up? Boogie Woogie. Can't believe I pronounced that right. Boogie Woogie. Close 12cm. Joe Dirt, what up? Coach Steam said, Khang, just got a contract 2 days ago from cold calling. I'm actually in bed pushing it out to my buyers list right now. This is my second deal, 10K potential profit. Woo! You guys, smash the thumbs up for Coach Steam 601. Congrats, buddy. Congrats. Boogie Woogie. Anthony here. What up, Long Island? Yeah, man. Email Blue Max Home Buyers at Gmail. This is Chris, wholesaling, New Jersey too. Nice. Chris, go ahead and shoot John an email. Would love to connect with you guys. Linked up. And let's crush it, man. Let's dominate that area. Victoria, love the outfit. Thank you, Victoria. Life United Wholesale in North Jersey. Hit John up, man. D. William, hey Khang, Jackie Robinson, what up, Candace, Rohan, Boogie Woogie, Empire, Khang, try to close another deal right now. Seller taking his sweet time. Brutus Empire, dude, did you give seller an expired time? Like, hey, and let me tell you guys this. You know, yesterday I just negotiated a 50K deal with the seller. The property's worth probably in the 700 to mid 7, and it probably is gonna need about 100,000 in repair. And negotiate a seller at a price of 360. So our potential profit, wholesale profit, is probably right around 50K if all the numbers, if everything checked out. All right, you guys. And seller said, oh yeah, I don't know. Seller did say, well, I kind of want to talk to my ex-wife a little bit, and the reason why they're selling it is because it's a divorce. So they just want to split the profit and move on, and things like that. And I tell them, and the thing is, I want to tell you guys is, try this, right? Try this. Don't represent yourself, but represent you're an employee and you're a part of a company that's going to make an offer to the seller. You are an employee. You're part of the company. All right, you guys, you're not the actual buyer. So it has helped me so much, you guys, locking deal up on a contract, because a lot of times the seller doesn't feel like I'm on a different side of the table. Somewhat they felt like I am, just working at a company, and I'm just doing my job, and I'm just trying to help them out and see if I can put the deal together to make it work for them and for the company. So typically I give them, I tell them if they want to think about it, or they want to extend the contract and review it for like long time, I just tell them, hey, I'm sorry, would love to be able to do that for you, but our company has a guideline or rules that typically, our offer is good for 2 days or 3 days only. Do you think it's something that you can get it back to me? So that way they don't feel like you're pushing them, but you're just saying, hey, that's the company, right? That's just the company rules. So it's not you are pushing them, trying to get them to sign and send it back. You like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you actually you are the one that pushing the sale, but you pushing that onto the company and say, hey, that's just our company rules. Does that make sense, you guys? So it basically the seller doesn't have this thing where they don't have this feeling with you like, oh man, he or she just trying to push the sale, they're trying to get this back, and things like that. You know what I mean? And also too is when a seller gives you a number and you're like, oh, the price makes sense, right? The price makes sense to you, but what it is you want to play a little bit hard to get, so that way the seller doesn't know that they are selling it to you at a good price. So what typically I do is, even on this, even they call in, it's a good price. I said, well, you know what? So basically, I tell my seller that that I have to get an approval from my team manager at that price, and if I can, I don't know if I could, but if I can, are you ready to move forward? So that will help eliminate the, oh, I want to think about it. I don't know. I have to talk to my wife. I don't know. I have to talk to my husband. I have to talk to my kid. So it really helps eliminates that issue up front. So if they say, oh, I'm just not ready, oh, you'll be like, well, you know what? I really don't want to disturb my team manager. I have to call, I have to ask for an approval. If you are ready, I'm more than happy to do it. So you want to get their commitment before you actually do that, all right? So you want to get the commitment first, and they say, yeah, you know what? So basically you're playing a little bit hard to get, letting them know that, hey, it's I don't know if it's good price or not. I have to get an approval from it, okay? And then you also put them on a spot where they're like, well, yeah, if you can, I'm commit. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, okay, you know what? We can do that price. Well, you know what? Let me chat with my wife. Let me chat with my husband. Let me chat with my kid to see if, it's something that we want to move forward. Do you know what I mean? So you get the commitment before you get the approval. Come back, tell them, hey, congrats, John. I got the approval for you for a purchase price of $100,000. My team manager said that we are ready to move forward at that price. So what I need to do is they need to gather some information from you. Do you know what I mean? So you just come back, you get the approval, and then you just transition into, hey, getting your information so I can send you, the agreement. So any one of you want to get on a live cold call with me right now? So I'm the seller, you're the investor. Drop it in, drop your phone number, and I want to share with you guys how important it is. I'm just being real and being honest with you guys. It's talking to seller, knowing how to talk to them is just super important, just so crucial in this business, that your communication skills, talking to seller, handling the phone call, how to lead them from calling in to get them all the way to closing it. And if you guys are having trouble and issue with that, check out my King Kong Amazing Seller Script Package. The link is in the description. Go to wholesaletomillion.com. It's $4.95. It's only for those of you who say, hey, Kong, I want to take my life, my business to the next level. All right, you guys? So I got one here that wants to, okay. Human. Well, also too, I said, is that you guys, it can't be someone that has purchased my King Kong Seller Script Package. It got to be someone that has not, because I want you guys to see what's the difference, and I want you guys to listen in and see if it's somebody that you would sell your property to or not. So let me know, Dean William. Dean, Human, are you part of? So let me see here. I'm gonna write down your phone number real quick. Hold on a second. Let's go with Boogie Woogie. I like the name, Boogie Woogie. 615 489-2238. All right, Boogie Woogie, you ready? So Boogie Woogie, this is what we're gonna do. So I am the seller. I'm gonna call in from one of your marketing piece, whatever it is, postcard, bandit sign. Let's just say I call in from one of your bandit sign. Your job is to qualify me if I'm a motivated seller or not. All right. So I'm calling in from one of your bandit sign. So let me see here. Boogie Woogie, I hope you're ready. So you guys listen up here. If Boogie Woogie is good, smash the thumbs up, drop any comment. Here goes.
Your call cannot be completed.
Oh, my call cannot be completed. I think it's *6. Wait, hold on a second. To hide your numbers. Hold on a second. *67. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, you guys. 615-489. Smash the thumbs up. Show Boogie Woogie some love. Because, you know, getting on a live call like this is pretty nerve-wracking.
Hello, this is Boogie Woogie.
Hi Boogie Woogie. My name is Khang. I was calling in because I got saw one of your bandit sign. You guys buy houses?
Yes, we do, as a matter of fact. We do. We buy several houses. We're an investment company, and we buy tens of houses every single day. Which was your address?
Yeah, Boogie Woogie. We got a piece of property located on 123 Main Street.
Okay. 123 Main Street. Okay. Let's see here. I'm pulling it up right now. Pull up the comps in your area. Let's see. All right. I see you bought it for $225,000 back in 2010. How's everything going with you? What are you looking to get?
Well, the reason why I'm calling you guys is because I want to know what you guys would offer for it.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you guys like this kind of stuff? If you do, drop me a comment. Let me know. Maybe we can do a little bit more.
140,000 cash, quick close.
140?
Yeah.
So Boogie Woogie. So you're telling me that you would offer 140,000 cash? Like, don't you need to go out and see my property?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I think I do need to come see your property. Let me write this address down here. Are you available at 3:30 in the afternoon?
3:30 this afternoon. Yeah, I am. But Boogie Woogie, I mean, just a quick question, man. How did you come up with that price?
I just ran your comps. I did a quick comp in the area, and if everything's good, if your house is in pristine condition, that's what I could offer you. I haven't run my numbers yet. I haven't actually done a tour of the house, but actually I can give you a better estimate after I take a walkthrough with you.
I see. Okay. So basically, do you I'm kind of confused about the process. So could you walk me through the process a little bit? So if I accept the 140, I mean, what's the next step?
If you accept the 140, so what's going to happen is I'm going to have you. I'm going to get your email address. What's your email address?
123@gmail.com.
Okay, and your first and last name, as it is on your driver's license.
Well, Boogie Woogie, I'm a little uncomfortable. It seems like we're moving, forward really quickly. It's definitely something that I want to discuss with my family regarding this property.
Understood. And what I could do is I could shoot you a contract. You could take a look at it with your wife or whoever. contract now, it'll be via DocuSign and online. So you can just sign it online if you decide you want to do it. But I'll just send you that now, then I'll come to your house. And if you decide you want to move forward, we can get that contract signed.
Gotcha. Boogie Woogie, man, thank you so much for jumping on a live call, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hey, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing, I've never used bandit signs before, to be honest with you. So I was like, but I've been doing this for about 3 weeks. I've already gotten 5 properties under contract. I have 1 due to close next week, where I'm likely going to be getting $5 grand. So it's pretty awesome. It's a learning process, though. Learn as you burn, so to speak. I've been watching your videos. They've been really helpful, especially when that one video you said, just lock it under contract first. Make sure you do that. And then don't worry about it, So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been locking them down as low as I can get them. And, I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. So thank you very much for the videos.
Hey, not a problem, man. Boogie Woogie, man, congrats, dude. 3 weeks in, 5 property under contract, 1 closing. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hustler. All right, but I'm going to get off the phone. All right. Boogie Woogie, give Boogie Woogie a shout out, you guys. Boom. Smash the thumbs up for me. So let me tell you guys, Boogie Woogie, let me give you guys some, hold on a second. I'm gonna text the boss really quick to see if she needs to use the room. But if that's something that you guys like, maybe we'll do that more often. Is getting you guys come. So let me ask you guys your opinion. So what did you think about that phone call? I mean, Boogie Woogie's only been 3 weeks in, but I'm telling you guys, talking to seller is just super, super important. Obviously, the first thing Boogie Woogie, I suggest, and obviously this is just my personal opinion. Okay, and personal tips. You don't have to take it, but typically on the first phone call, I don't make the offer. All right, I never make the offer on the first phone call. If the seller is just super motivated, what it is the first phone call, it's all about gather information, right? Gather information, gather motivation, all right? And gathering price, kind of where they're thinking about selling their property for. And what you want to do is if the number looks good, I typically will schedule that appointment to call back in maybe 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hour or 3 hour, whatever it is, however my schedule is looking like that day, right? So I want to call back that day as quickly as possible, but still give some time to do that research on the property. And so I typically will say, well, if it's a hot deal, and if I'm a one-man show or one-woman show, I'll be like, okay, it sounds great. I thank you for your information. I'm going to run this through my team manager, and I'll get back to you and let you know what we can offer for the property. Right now, I have a time available. I can call you back in about an hour or so to make you that cash offer. All right, and once they say, yes, an hour sounds good, stop. What you want to do is you want to get a commitment. All right, you want to get a commitment before you call back. And the commitment is, if I call back and make you the offer, and if we can agree on the price and the term, which is the closing date, that work for you and for us, are you ready to get the paperwork done and move forward to sell us your property? Boom. You want to get the commitment up front with the seller. Seller say yes, great. If sellers say no, okay, well, so what is holding us back when I call back if we can agree on the price? So what is it? Oh, I need to talk to my wife. I need to talk to my husband. Well, is there a better time where you your husband or your wife or your kids can be there with you to make a decision, Because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste our time. We're ready to buy the property if we can agree on the price. So I don't want to waste your time or our time. It's best if we can schedule a time where all the decision maker is there at the same time. So that way we can kind of go through the process to make sure that we can come to an agreement on a fair price that work for you and for us. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're gonna get the so if you don't get that commitment and set their mind straight up that, hey, when you call back, if you can agree on the price and they're not ready to move forward, it's just it's just a waste of time. So typically I make, and if the numbers and if it seems like the numbers fall apart or so, then I'll schedule the appointment for tomorrow, right? I'll say, okay, well, my team, I can call you back tomorrow. So typically what it is that's what we tell our VA to do, is if it's a hot lead, set the appointment for me, the same day. If it's not, then set the appointment for me the next day, all right? And typically when they called in, that's what you want to do. So you just want to gather information. And when you pick up the phone, hi, when I pick up the phone, I would say, hi, this is Khang at Blue Max, right? That's John's company name. Hi, this is Khang at Blue Max Home Buyers. How can I help you? And if it's like, hey, got one of your guys' letter. What's this all about? Oh, okay. So it seems like you guys got one of our letters saying that we're interested in buying your house or your property. Is that correct? They would say, yes, correct. What's this all about? Yeah, just let you know, our company, we buy houses all around the area. We buy property for cash. Do you have a house or a property you're interested in selling? Boom. You want to qualify them right away. Do they have a house or a property they're interested in calling or in selling, right? If they said no, okay, well, I understand at this time you don't have a house or a property you're interested in selling. If you ever consider selling, then call us back at that time. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, you do have a property you're hoping to sell. Great. Can I get your first and last name? Or can I just get your first name? People get weird about getting their last name. I don't know why. Bum ba da bum bum. So let me see here. Let me ask. Hold on a second. Let me see. I'm gonna text the boss to see if she needs to use the room. Sorry. But I'm telling you guys, when you first start out and you pretty much just wing it, right? Just like me, I'm talking to seller, I'm saying a bunch of stuff. I'm saying stuff I don't even know makes sense or not make sense. And that's what stopped me from doing my first deal directly with the seller. Is because I did not know how to talk and communicate. I was on the phone just like, no. Oh yeah, also too is I want to point out another thing. Oh, well, don't you have to come out to see my property to make me an offer? For those of you who have not done it virtually, I challenge you to close your first wholesale deal virtually. Whether it's an hour away from you, 2 hours away from you, or in another state or in another city, I challenge you to close a deal virtually without ever seeing the sellers, ever seeing the property. And when you know you can close virtually, you know that you got control of the phone call. I don't think I have another time to do one more person, you guys. Thank you so much for you guys' time. Thank you so much for everyone that are able to join me live. So let me see here. Boy, B Cop Studio, you covering talking to seller better than anyone else on YouTube that I've seen. Oh man, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind word. Really appreciate it. I know that there are people out there that are just obviously way more better are way more better than I am. I'm still in the learning process. I'm still trying to perfect my my talking to the sellers and things like that. But talking to sellers is super important. And thank you for the kind word. Thank you. And everything that I know, you guys talking to seller, everything that I know in real estate right now is from learning from other people and continue learning. It's not something that it's not something I come up with, not something I'm smart that I come up with, that I know when I first started, I don't. Everything I share with you guys is everything that I have learned and everything that I will continue learning and bring it to you guys show. When you say you don't want to see the property, I was like, oh shit. Boogie Woogie laughed and said, when you said you don't want to see the property, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, Yeah, man. So Boogie Woogie, basically here, man. So if the seller say, hey, say, well, don't you have to come out and see my property? Okay, well, Boogie Woogie, let me share with you kind of how our company works and how we operates. So this is how we work and this is how we operate, and hopefully that it will work for you. But we have closed many transactions doing it this way. So once we can agree on a price that work for you and for us, right? That is when we actually send someone out to look at the property. All they're gonna do is to go through the property to verify all the information that you give us is correct. And if everything you tell us is correct, there's really no reason why we couldn't move forward. And the reason why we don't typically send someone out to look at the property before we can agree on a price, because we don't want to waste your time, we don't want to waste our time, because we also have to pay that person to go out and look at the property. All right, and and we have, and then just tell them like experience. Just tell them things like, well, we have, as long as everything you tell us is correct, Boogie Woogie, there is really no reason why we couldn't move forward to closing. Because we have, because we have sellers that tells us, oh, it doesn't need a lot, it just need a little cosmetic, little paint. And when we send someone out there, we don't want to find like, oh, half the roof is missing, the kitchen is completely gutted, the house is leaning towards one side. So we just don't want to go out there and find any major issue. Like I said, if everything you tell us is correct, there's really no reason why we couldn't move forward to closing. But before we can send someone out there, we do want to come to an agreement on a price that works for you and for us, and come to an agreement first before sending someone out there. Like I said, it does cost us time and money to get someone out there. So we hope that you can understand. So that's how you handle that, okay? And if they say, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, Boogie Woogie, so basically, so let me explain it to you. So let's just say if we haven't come to an agreement on a price, let's just say you're thinking of 100,000, and based on our information, and we have done this multiple times already, based on the bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, based on the information you tell us, we have a good figure of what it's going to cost us to fix the property up. So if you're thinking about $100,000 to get for the property, and let's just say we're at like 70 or 80,000, and so if we are far apart in price, there's really no reason why we can send someone out there. And also too, Boogie Woogie, I do want you to understand this, that it is normal to come to an agreement, and then the buyer have someone to come out and look at the property. If you were to put your property on the market, that is the normal typical process. The nice thing about us is we don't get home inspection, right? We don't send a home inspection out there. We just get one of our contractors to go out there to verify all the information you told us is correct. As long as you don't hide anything, if all the information you told us is correct, there is really no reason why we couldn't move forward to closing. So you just want to explain that to them and let them know that it is a normal process, which it is. If you list your property, you come in contract, the buyer would send out inspections, blah, blah, blah. You just tell them you don't send out home inspection. So basically, you don't hit them with an offer on the first phone call. You hit them an offer on the call, on the second or call you call back to make the offer. Anyways, you guys, I gotta hop up. Thank you so much, you guys. Happy Halloween. If I can't make it on Halloween time, I'm going live with you guys. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween, you guys. Thank you so much. And remember, if you are new to the channel, you're interested in learning about wholesaling, how you can do it virtually or not, you don't need a boatload of money. You don't need smart. You don't need to be intelligent. I'm a high school dropout. You don't need to have connections. All you need is the willpower and the commitment to succeed, and that's all you need in this business. All the inventory is out there for you already. All the houses is out there. All you're doing is just locking these property up on a contract. That contract give you the right to either buy it or assign it to another buyer that wants to pay you more for that for that property. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I love you all. Happy Halloween. Bye.